Hi gents, I'm going to explain to you today how to approach the drama GCSE paper. The reason I've made this video is because we're giving you an actual GCSE booklet for your mock exam in January, and this might be one that you haven't approached before. So I'm just going to talk you through how to deal with the booklet in the exam. So this is the front of the booklet. This is what it will look like in the exam. This is the question paper only, so you'll have a separate answer booklet. But we can see it says Component 3 Theatre Makers in Practice. And this is, of course, your inspector calls questions and your live review questions as well. So at the start of the exam, when they say, please open your papers, you will open your paper and you'll be presented on the first page with a contents page. So in the GCSE, different schools will have done different texts for section A. So we chose to do an inspector calls. So you will look down the contents side for the part that says inspector calls, and it tells you which page you need to go to in the booklet. So I'm showing you this video now because obviously if you're surprised by this, it might take a bit of time to work out what you're doing. But you simply find inspector calls and you go to the relevant page. Please do not try to answer questions about any of the other set texts. We haven't studied them. That would be disastrous. Just inspector calls and then go to page 21. I'm going to use a different booklet to show you what the questions will look like, because this is your actual exam paper. So I'm going to put that to one side. And as we can see, this is an older exam paper, but we have inspector calls there, and it says go to page 10 for the questions and page 12 for the extract. So then we have the page numbers in the corner. You will turn to page 10. And this has notes on it because a previous student used this in an exam. So just ignore the notes. But this is what your questions will look like. So you'll have a page and you'll have question A, I, just like we've practiced, B, I, and then on to the next page, you'll have question C. You can make notes on this exam paper if you want. It doesn't get marked. So you'll get a separate answer booklet to put your answers in. Just as we've looked at in lessons, your first question, AI, will ask you to look at either vocal skills or performance skills and give 2 examples. And then question AII will ask you to give 3 examples, and it could be vocal, physical, or performance skills, which is vocal and physical skills. So if you see performance skills, you want to talk about vocal and physical skills in your answer. Then you have BI, which is as the director, and they will ask you to choose one of a list of options. So they won't necessarily be these options, but they will ask you to pick one. Please, in BI, do not talk about more than one of the options they've given you. In BII, however, it will ask you to talk about 3 options, and it will always be voice, physicality, and stage directions and stage space. These 3 options do not change for BII, so you will be asked to write about all 3 of these in your exam. Then we'll go on to your 14 marker, question C, and that will ask you to write about one design element. And you will pick one of the 3 options it gives you. Again, they might be different options to these, but it will ask you to pick one of the design options. Question C sometimes might be on the next page, so you just have to be prepared to flip over the page and look for question C. But you know that you're definitely going to be asked a 4, a 6, a 9, a 12, and a 14 marker in your exam. Then you turn over onto the next page and you will have the extract. Again, it will probably be a different extract to the one you're seeing here because this is a different exam paper. But your extract will be across these pages. The extract is usually only 2 and a bit pages, but make sure you do read all the way through to the end so that you can include as much as possible in it. Again, you can see that this student underlined things as they were reading through, made a couple of notes, that's absolutely fine. This doesn't get marked, so this is just for you as you're going through. Now, as I said, all of the different extracts for the different set texts are in this booklet, but we also have to go right to the back of the booklet to find section B. This is your one man, two governors question. This is the same regardless of what performance you watched. So all the different schools will have the same questions, and this will be at the back of your booklet. So it might be that it appears on the last page. So you will have to look for your section B question at the very back of your booklet, and it will have your 6 marker and your 9 marker there. And again, you answer that in your answer booklet. So once you've finished section A, which should take you just over an hour, you then look for section B, which will be at the back of your booklet. It might be on the inside page at the back, or it might be on the very back like this, and you will answer your 6 and your 9 marker, and you'll have about 40 minutes to answer those. If you have any questions, drop us an email. We're very happy to answer those questions and help you prepare for your January exams. Thank you. Bye.